Chapter, that journey chick on Instagram. And I have a couple pictures I'm going to post on Instagram, including Monster Mash, Monster Family. Yeah, I'll put a picture here. I finished it 9 o'clock last night. Yeah, mercifully it's done. Now I have to kit it down because I need those containers for my mystery diamond painting, which starts tomorrow night. The fun never ends. So I was waiting for my hair to dry, sitting here working on the little cat painting that I got off Amazon. And some people call it a bubble painting. This area here has 3 different sizes of diamonds. See if I can get it close up so you can see. So I've been working on that. And then it has these cool kitty cats. I could put a link down in the description if you would like to order one for yourself. 10 bucks. Yeah, $10.99 I think, plus the taxes. Yeah, I like this cat right here, this cute one. This like quilted one there. It's just a little snack thing, you know. I thought it was super cute, and I wanted to try this bubble painting that everybody was talking about. So the sky has teeny tiny, you know, the regular size diamonds. Then it has like a medium sized diamond, and then it has these big fat ones. So it's all in the same area. So it kind of gives it this really cool effect. So Craft With Me Wednesday last night did not turn out like I had hoped, but please give it a watch because it was hilarious. Cheryl could not join us. She had a family emergency, so no sock looming was happened. I put it away till next week. So Trevor, my friend Trevor, came on, and we had a great time. I had kitted this up. I finished kitting it up during the live, and I started this, and we were just chit-chatting about trains and things like that. So give it a watch because it's a hoot. Yeah, you're not going to learn anything about loom knitting because, yeah, that didn't happen. But next week, we're going to do that. And I'm wearing 2 shirts today because it's cold. It's upper 20s outside. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, do I have the temperature? Oh, okay, no, I lied. It's 42 degrees right now. Upper 20s, like, somewhere in the state. But as soon as you say upper 20s, I start putting on the clothes. Anyway, I'm going to work today, the office work. You know, gotta go to work, work, gotta go to work, do. All right, let's get the journal out. Let's get planner out, journal, planner. I don't know why I don't call it the planner. I just don't. Okay. Because I do more journaling than planning, I guess. Got the bills there ready to pay. Got the bills ready to pay. Is this week? This is this week. Okay, Wednesday. Craft With Me Wednesday. Let's get something to write with. Craft With Me Wednesday. And Trevor was on with me. I'll put that on. Trevor. It's always a hoot when I have Trevor on. Oh, and tonight, well, it's not tonight for us, tonight for him. Sometime mid-afternoon, he's going to go live and reveal his resin work. So I'm excited to see that. I'm going to be watching for it while I'm at work, and I'll try to tune in. But yeah, watch for that today. What else? Anything else go on yesterday? Nope, just a normal day. Just a normal day. No snow, no nothing like that. All right, today, what is the national day? National Candy Day. You know that's the one I'm going to pick. Candy Day. Oh, my word. And for this day in history, we are going to talk about... My brain just does not hold everything it's supposed to hold. Oh, I remember. Okay, that is done. All right. Oh, so I got a couple of dollars here. Now, my sister pointed out that if I double this money every week that's going into my little safe, soon I will have to put $1 million in there. So what I think I do, instead, I'm just going to add $1 each week. So this week it'll be $2. Next week it'll be $3. Because I don't got no $1 million. And I'm not a mathematician, so I didn't figure that out. She did. I don't know. Here we go. Ready? This is so much fun. Put it in my little ATM. And when it works, there we go. Saving for the retreats. There we go. We're saving money, folks. Yep. I didn't put any money. I didn't put any change in there. Oh, the other thing I want to do when I get paid this week is I gotta go to diamondpaintingdrills.com and get the drills of the month, the little, my little cases of drills, because they're November colors. There's like browns and oranges, and yeah, I want to get them. So I already showed you this painting, so I'm gonna kind of turn it this way, work on it a little bit while we chit chat. I'm just doing the sky because I want to see how this is going to turn out. But eventually I'll do the whole thing. Like right now I'm just working on the sky. National Candy Day. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that? So I did buy some candy yesterday. Candy corn was on sale. And one of my subscribers, I did say, does anybody has not tried candy corn? And one subscriber raised her hand from Australia. I'm going to send it to her because it was 50% off. I'm going to send it to her. I'll get her address today and get that out. Oh my goodness. Licorice, sour candies, salty candies, tart candies, hard candies, taffies, gumdrops, marshmallows, candy bars. Candy. I am sure I have told you that 1 block away from the hospital is this amazing candy store. It's called the Nifty Nut House. And it's kind of a tourist trap, so to speak. Halloween, Christmas, Easter, you can't even get near this place because the cars are like, they have to get security to work the parking lot because everybody's going to buy candy. So they have, they've got sugar-free, regular, they've got fudge, they've got baskets all made up, they've got one of those big displays of the Jelly Bellies where you can get any flavor. It's just an amazing place. And then all kinds of nuts and nut mixes. That's why I like to go in there for the nut mixes. But have you seen the price of nuts? Oh my God. My sister and I actually physically went into the grocery store yesterday. And I don't usually go grocery shopping. I usually order from Walmart online. I had not been grocery shopping in a very long time. But midway through, my anxiety was through the roof because the prices of everything was crazy. She's like, do you want to get mixed nuts? I'm like, not for $7, I don't. I'm being like the miser. $7 for a little can of mixed nuts? What is that about? So candy started, originally, there was a shortage of sugar. So candy was actually honey. They used honey and they would put it over flowers and nuts to preserve them. And so now those kind of things are just sort of a garnish. Then candy was sort of medicinal, for throat lozenges, and it calmed the stomach if you sucked on some hard candy. I don't like hard candy, and here's the reason I don't like hard candy. When I was younger, I had a piece of hard candy in my mouth. I don't remember how old I was, but I was on the school playground, and there was a race, and I choked on this hard candy, and I threw myself up against a tree. I don't know, out of instinct, I guess, and I passed out. Thank God I didn't die, but I don't like hard candy. And that's the reason why, because, yeah, I almost died. I don't know if I almost died, but I thought I almost died. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of hard candy. Even when I have a sore throat, not a fan. Not a fan. I'll do it if I have a sore throat, because, you got to do what you got to do. Stitch! Hi, buddy! He's getting is so big, and he is into everything. He is like my little curiosity guy. Come here. Come see me. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Say, I'm into everything, Mommy. Hi. And he's a mommy's baby. Yes, he is. I see Pearl. I see Pearl. What? What do you see? Huh? What do you see? Oh, that looks interesting. That looks interesting. Here, you want to play your game? Here. He loves this game. I'll put it on for him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the game. Hold on. Here. Oh, what's that? Oh, what is that? What? Look. Look. There's your game. He's not interested. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Here. Look. Here's your game. Look. Stitch. Oh, no, he's playing with a light pad. Stitch. Stitch. Mommy turned the game on for you. Look. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's going on with the game? And then he gets mad if, like, he makes the screen disappear somehow and something else comes up there. He like comes over and complains to me like, hey, what happened to the mouse? You got it. Pearl couldn't care less about this game. No. He's so funny. So let's talk about crafting and crime while Stitch plays this game. Very interesting stuff yesterday. We'll talk about the Markeith Loyd case first. Okay, so closing arguments were the day before yesterday. Case got sent to the jury. Then we had all those questions, and the judge sent the jury back to the hotel, and they resumed yesterday morning. So yesterday morning, we get another tirade from Markeith Loyd. He is effing this and effing that, and the judge keeps saying, Mr. Loyd, please watch your language. Well, that's just me. Well, I understand that, but this is the courtroom, and you have to act a certain way, and there's a certain decorum, and we don't use that word. So, I use the word. But he was so angry with his attorneys. I'm smarter than him. I'm smarter than him. I'm like, yeah, but you go to jail for life. Here's what he was angry about. Remember I said he kept sending the lady up to tell his lawyers what to say. Well, the lawyer wasn't saying what he wanted him to say. What? Oh, what happened? Breaking news. It's breaking news. Yeah, let's get rid of that. We got to get rid of the here. You got to get rid of the breaking news. Hold on. Let's X out of it. Then your mouse will come back. There you go. Pearl's coming to look at the mouse. Anyway, here's what he was angry about. He was here. Let's do this over here. Come here. You can play this on the floor. Come on. Come on. Get off my table. All right. Play that over there. There you go. So he's playing with the mouse. Okay. Pearl, what are you doing? Pearl, come here, sweetheart. That's not a good place to play. It really isn't. She's looking at all the stuff. She's like, are you sure, Mom? Are you sure? Hi, honey. You need to come see us, too. She's getting big, too. Not as big as Stitch, but she's getting big. Come here, because I really want you to get down from there, yeah. There's my Pearl. Look at her tail. Say hi. Hi, Mom. Hello. Okay, you've got to get down now. Go play with your brother. They're both stalking the mouse now. All right, here's what Markeith was upset about. He wanted his lawyer to say certain things his lawyer didn't during the closing. He didn't call the right witnesses. I mean, there was like a laundry list of stuff. And the judge was very patient with him. Who didn't he call? Well, I have a list. I'll give you the list. He filed the list with the court of who he wanted to call, and his attorney didn't call, including his niece. And then his attorney put on the record that the niece was subpoenaed. Her lawyer called to say she was not going to cooperate. She did not want to testify. So they didn't push the matter. Well, Loyd is clearly setting himself up for an ineffective assistance of counsel motion, which, of course, give it a try. And you can see his attorney's just sitting back like, you know, I don't blame him. And the judge is like, anything you want to add to the record, Mr. Linneman? And he's like, no. Nope. He has done his gosh darn best to please this defendant. In any case, so the jury comes back yesterday morning. They read the parts of the parts of the transcripts that they had requested. That takes a period of time, and then they go off to deliberate. Now, by now, it's my nap time, because I had been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. It's now noon. They're deliberating, and I am so tired. So I go take my nap, but I have the thing on, and about an hour into my nap, I hear the jury has reached a verdict. So I didn't bring it live to you. I will try to download it, and if I can, I will insert it here so you can watch it. If not, sometimes there's copyright issues, sometimes not. So I'll see if I can put it in here for you so you can watch it. So not a lot of reaction from Markeith Loyd. You can see he's kind of disgusted. He takes his mask off, but guilty on all counts. Guilty of first-degree murder, guilty of attempted murder, guilty of carjacking, guilty of assault, you know, all this stuff. So she adjudicates him guilty on the lesser counts. But the main count, she tells the jury, she says, I'm going to send you guys back to the hotel. Unfortunately, yes, you're still being sequestered. We will resume court on Saturday. They're taking Thursday and Friday off. I guess all of the attorneys have other matters, including the judge. They all have other matters that they need to attend to over the next couple of days. So Saturday, the jury is coming back to begin the portion, the penalty portion of this trial. Now, this is where we hear from Deborah Clayton's husband is probably going to testify about, you know, the loss to his family. We're going to hear from witnesses like that. It's going to be quite dramatic. Now, in Markeith Loyd's first trial, he was able to avoid the death penalty. There was a penalty phase to his first trial, and they came back with life in prison. He did not get the death penalty. Now, so here he's facing the same thing. Now, will he skirt the death penalty again? I don't know. We'll find out next week, because they're going to have court on Saturday and then again probably on Monday. So it's going to continue. Now, the Ahmaud Arbery case, I think, starts today. Hopefully that I can listen to it while I'm at work. That's going to be so exciting. I get excited about these trials. I love listening to these trials. The Donald Hartung case, I listened to several interesting witnesses. First, and one not so interesting witness. Man, when they put those DNA experts on there, it is such a snore. Oh, there's just no way to make that stuff interesting. Bottom line is Donald Hartung's DNA was on the hammer. He was not the major contributor, but his DNA was on the hammer. Interesting, his DNA, he was the major contributor to the checkbook, his brother's checkbook. I don't know what he was doing with his brother's checkbook. He was the major contributor on his brother's checkbook. Now, you would think the major contributor would be his brother. It's his brother's checkbook. Nope, it was him. Interesting, huh? Yeah. Okay, so this DNA expert goes on and on for like 3 hours, because there was a lot of things submitted. Like almost everything in the garbage was submitted. Purses and just everything that was in that garbage. And all 4 of those people had DNA on pretty much everything. You know, you just couldn't, it was just too much. Now, in 2018, the DNA industry was changing, and they were switching over to newer systems. So the defense was using the newer system as an argument. So what happened was they originally ran all the DNA on an older system. But when the new system came into being, they ran it on that system as well and got better results, more favorable for the state. And what that newer system does, it's one that we're very used to now. It's quite accepted. It quantifies everything. It'll tell you, it'll compare it to an unknown sample, and it'll say, for example, it is 700 billion times more likely that this person's DNA was on there versus an unknown DNA. So similar to stuff like that. So we're very used to hearing that now, but it's not the way they did it before 2018. So the defense gets up and argues that this is junk science and it hasn't been tested and it's still, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fly. It comes in and they're able to use it. So this woman testifies for 3 hours. Anyway, I didn't listen to the whole thing because his DNA is everywhere. He would come there every Tuesday. Of course his DNA is everywhere. Yes, but his DNA is on the hammer. His DNA is on the sink. His DNA is, on his brother's checkbook. Oh, I don't know. Then we get to hear from his son, Donald Hartung Jr. comes in. Now, he is quite a good-looking man. He is in the Army, lives in Virginia. I'm going to say he's probably in his early 40s, late 30s, because John was 47 at the time he died, and he was saying that I think he said there was like a 10-year difference between the two of them. So 37, so late 30s. Okay, really good looking guy, but clearly inherited his father's stoicism, like not showing any emotion. He does not have a relationship with his father. Not really, like he would call him at, over the holidays, and like, his father notified him of the murders 1 to 2 weeks after they occurred. He called him and he's like, hey, your grandma and your uncles were murdered and I didn't do it. He added, I didn't do it. Yeah. Oh, to be a fly on the wall for that conversation. But here's what came out. Here's what happened. When Donald Jr. was young, 3 to 4 years old, he said, John exposed himself to me, and it was quite traumatic for me, and I told my mom, and my mom told my dad, and my dad went to my grandma, and she didn't believe us. So it really created this rift in the family. He had a relationship with his grandmother and his uncles, but not like just where they would call each other 2 to 3 times a year, just with, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, blah, blah, blah. That's it. He had not physically seen his father in person since he was 17 years old. So what is that? 17 years? He hadn't seen his father. 17, 18, 19, 20 years he hadn't seen his father. Yeah, 20 years he hadn't seen his father in person. And now his father, you could see that when they were interviewing him right after the murder occurred, he was very tall. He's still tall, very tall, not overweight, but compared to what he looks like now, he looks kind of like a scary skeleton now. I've shown you pictures, but when he was in that interview, he clearly had some weight on him. Not a lot, but he was, his face was filled out, and he didn't look as gaunt as he looks now. Like, now he looks, oh yeah, just like that. So I guess he's not eating like what he likes in jail. I don't know. I haven't diamond painted at all. So let me see if I can talk and diamond paint at the same time. All right, so And Donald Jr. is not on the stand for a long period of time. That, you know, he doesn't really know, you know, a lot other than, you know, what I've just told you. That's really pretty much it. Not showing a lot of emotion, like I said. He was never asked, you know, one way or the other how he felt about his father's guilt or innocence, and it probably wouldn't have been an appropriate question anyway. So then we finally get to hear from the medical examiner. They saved the medical examiner for last. I finally get to learn how in the world these people died, because I've been so confused about that. You know, because the police initially lied about it when they were interrogating Donald. So John was hit over the head with a hammer 3 times. And then his throat was sliced. And I'm telling you, it was a good slice. Yeah. 3 to 4 inches this way, and then 6 inches deep. Like, he almost cut the guy's head off. Cut the carotid artery, all of the structures here, and all the way into cervical spine. Yeah. Ugh, terrible way to die. And then toxicology showed that he had Benadryl in his system. Now because it was in his bile, not blood or anything like that, she was not able to quantify the amount of Benadryl or the time within which it was consumed. But he had Benadryl in his body. So maybe does that explain? Maybe did they fall asleep? Is that why Mom didn't hear her son being hit over the head with a hammer? I don't know. Because when the medical examiner starts to describe the mom's autopsy, she also had Benadryl in her system. Now we know that Richard did not, because Richard had just gotten home from work when he met his demise. And we do know from the jailhouse snitch that he put up a fight. Clearly John and Mom did not put up a fight. So now we get to Mom's autopsy. Oh, so strange. It's so in line with what the jailhouse snitch was saying. She was hit over the head with a hammer 8 times. Oh my God, 8 times. And her throat was cut. Same thing. But her pinky on one of her hands, and this is something that the jailhouse snitch knew, because Donald had told him, I went out before I killed my mother and I tortured her. Her pinky was cut off. Cut off. They never found the severed pinky. Her pinky was cut off. She couldn't tell with what, whether it was a knife, whether it was the hammer, could not tell what was used to cut off that pinky. Who is this depraved that they go out and they cut their mother's pinky off and then kill them? Like, how much anger he must have had been just holding inside. Oh, here's what I forgot to tell you. That Donald Hartung Jr., here's what he testified to that I forgot to tell you. The estate goes to Donald Hartung Sr. unless he's disqualified. So we find out that if he is convicted of this crime, he is disqualified from inheriting the mother's and John's and Richard's estate. The estate is worth $800,000. $800,000. No small chunk of change. But it will all go to Donald Jr. So that's the part I forgot to tell you about. So back to the autopsy report. Then we get to Richard. Nobody realized that Richard had been shot until the autopsy. So he was shot and his throat was cut. So once they realized that he had been shot, the medical examiner and the police go back to the scene to figure out the trajectory of and where the casings might be. And this is why they found the bullets in the casings at a later point, because they don't realize that anybody had been shot initially. So once they realize that, that's when they go back and they find the jacket and the bullet. Or not the bullet, but the, I don't know about guns, whatever comes out of the gun, they find it. So today I'm going to listen to the closing arguments. The defense put on a couple of witnesses, but not any, they put on another DNA expert to make that argument that I told you about, that the junk science versus not, they put on a DNA person to say that. And then that Donald did not take the stand in his own defense. He opted not to testify. So the defense rested. We get to hear the closing arguments. So I will bring you those as well as the verdict in tomorrow's episode, as well as hopefully the Ahmaud Arbery opening statements and any testimony that happens today. It's going to be a busy day. Yes. Now, in order for me to talk about this day in history, I have to get my computer back. And the cats have taken off because the mouse is gone. Let's see. Oh, he was placing a Chewy order. Great. Great. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Okay. This day in history. Oh my gosh. This is a good one. November 4th, 1990. I think today is my brother's birthday. I don't talk to him, so happy birthday, Carl. I'm sure he doesn't watch my show. Oh, the dryer. Have you guys been hearing the dryer? I'm so sorry. Okay, so on November 4th, 1990, Dances with Wolves premieres in theaters. Do you remember that movie? I love that movie. Oh my God, the music, first of all, is amazing. It got 12 Academy Award nominations, including a Best Actor nomination for Kevin Costner. He was so good looking in that movie. Such a hottie. He went on to do other movies that were good and bad and, in between. But it won for Best Picture, Best Director. Yeah, it did. The music, the music was amazing. And the story, oh my gosh. And it was filmed in South Dakota. For the most part, it was filmed in South Dakota. And they used, because, he endeared himself to the Indians. He was out there by himself. He gets separated. He's in the army or the military. He gets separated from his unit. He's out there by himself, trying to survive. He makes friends with a wolf. He has this little wolf friend. It was so cute. And then he makes friends with the Indians. And they were talking in this language. It's original Lakota language out of South Dakota that they were using in the film, Lakota. Isn't that interesting? He falls in love. They accept him as part of their tribe. He falls in love with the chief's daughter. And they, get married and live happily ever after at the end. But, what a great movie. But it kind of really solidified, it portrayed our domination over the Indians and our pushing them out of their tribal lands and just very sad, very sad. Our attitudes towards those native people. It was just really, really sad, but a fantastic movie. Yes. And the original score, fantastic. Anyway, Dances with Wolves. That's not a song in the movie at all. Dances with Wolves. I just made that up. You know what? Apparently, the Animal Crossing update is live. So if you guys like Animal Crossing, turn it on, download the update, and have some fun. I might do that because I haven't played Animal Crossing in a hot minute. Yeah, I like Animal Crossing. Might do that. Might do that. What else? What else is going on? Did I forget anything? No. All right, guys, let me show you how much I've done for today. Not a lot, but there we go. The night sky. I was working in this area here. I finished down in here, so it's going to look pretty cool. You see the little stars I did in silver? There's the silver stars. So cute. So cute. Okay. Hey, don't forget, hit the like button and then buy him a diamond painting that says penguin and it's actually cats. Yeah. Also, don't forget, please subscribe if you're not subscribed and ring the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of Crafting and Crime. And if you have missed an episode, every trial is playlisted, so you can just like look up Markeith Loyd and see every episode where I talk about that trial, so you don't miss another episode. And each episode is numbered. I think I'm up to 208 or 9, I don't know. So, and I haven't forgotten about the giveaway. While I'm at work today, if I have some time, I'm going to put all the names on a wheel and we're going to spin the wheel and pick a winner for the Diamond Art Club gift card. And when I get to 2,000 subscribers, we're going to do another giveaway. I am 13 subscribers away from 2,000, so it'll happen soon. Here is the other thing. I will be introducing, I'm going to do a separate video, but you guys are going to get to know first. I'm going to introduce the Year of Landscapes where we're going to have a nice event called Diamonds in Paris. Yes, Diamonds in Paris. So anybody who's doing the Notre Dame painting or any Paris painting can paint along with us. And I'm going to get some sponsors and we're going to have some prizes and we'll have some fun. So more to come on that. So don't forget, Notre Dame painting or any Paris painting. So you do want to make sure you purchase it before the end of the year because it starts January 1st. Yep. All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.